Hey, you guys, thank you for clicking on my YouTube channel. Click the like and subscribe button. Thank you for coming in. I'm so excited about what I'm going to be speaking about today. Today is about, victims wait, creators know. As you see, this channel is all about releasing victim mentality, releasing that shackle from us and becoming a creator and coach of our life and not letting circumstances or letting life control our emotions or control our actions. So, I want to give you the definition of basically what waiting and knowing is. Waiting is the action of staying where one is delayed. Um, Waiting is the action of staying where one is or delaying action until a particular time or until something else happens. So, waiting meaning is basically delaying action. You're not taking action because you're waiting for something else to happen. Knowing is showing or suggesting that one has knowledge or awareness that is secret or known to only a few people. Okay. So, it's done in full awareness or consciousness. And the reason why my YouTube video, my channel title, whatever, is called Victims Wait and Creators Know is because I notice a lot of, you know, similarities with, waiting, and a lot of us wait for something to happen, or we wait for an answer to come, or we just wait for that day we feel ready or whatever, or we wait for a tragedy to happen, whatever, before we actually take action on our goals. So why would victims wait? They may not be confident enough to take inspired action. They may not trust themselves, or they're just not prepared for it. They're prepared for it to not work for them. They're prepared for it to work against them. And like I said, victim mindset is always like you have no trust in yourself or other people. You don't believe in yourself, or you're always just blaming situations, you know, all of that around you. So if you're prepared for it not to work, it's basically you already assuming it's not going to work, right? Let me fix this. I don't know what is going on. It's a little blurry. Hold on, y'all. Okay, that's a little bit better. So basically, you're already preparing for things not to work. Why do victims feel this way? Because of lack of self-worth, lack of inner work or realizations, and they may have no support to feel a different way, right? So this is just like the bubble of victimhood. Like it's so many layers and screws here and so many different things of so many different things are the reason why victims are the way they are. It's hard to get out of victim mentality um, because of A, B, C, and D. You know what I'm saying? Or this is not going to work for me because of this. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Self sabotage. How do we change this? We change this by doing some inner work on ourselves, journaling, meditating, um, and learning new things, having more knowledge, having more understanding of what victimhood is and why you're the way you are and what triggers you, and just learning more about you and taking the time out to do that. And also repetition of your new identity when you do create one, just having a new identity and repetition of that over time. Hold on. I'm drinking a smoothie. So good. So yeah, that's basically what it was. It was like, victims wait, creators know. And this is the reason why victims wait. So I'm going to let you know why creators know. But I hope you guys are following along. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Why do creators know? Of course, I'm reading off my pages over here. Um, Creators know because they understand inspired action and the feeling and concept of it, right? They understand what inspired action is, and they understand when to take inspired action. They understand that and what inspired action is, to be honest. And inspired action is when you feel that inspiration to do something, or you feel that pull to do something right now, or this moment, or to do this or do that. Creators understand and know this is my guide, my guidance system. Trust self and God, um, and the universe. Creators know because they trust themselves. They trust God. They trust the universe. They trust the Most High. They trust their guides that are guiding them in life. They trust their what's it called? Spirit guides. Not spirit guides. What's this? Guardian angels. You know what I'm saying? Those guardian angels that are with you or whatever, and they say, "Hey, don't do this, don't do that." So, so they also know that each step guides them closer to their goal. They know that what I'm doing here is getting me closer to that goal. I may not see the goal yet. I may not see the harvest or the fruition of the goal, but I know each step I'm taking is getting me there, right? So the creators also know humans' natural nature. They also know why, humans are the way they are. They understand the bodily mechanics of a human being and how humans work. Because some of us don't even understand who we are. We don't know where we come from. We don't know anything. We're just here. And if you don't know about yourself, it's hard to really master yourself, right? Why do creators feel this way? Why do creators know? Um, they have self-worth, understand who they are on a universal level, not just who they are here and what they went through and blah blah blah. They understand on a universal level. Whatever you are practicing or studying, if it's Christianity, if it's becoming a Muslim, it's becoming whatever, they understand basically on a universal level who they are. They understand the truth and dynamics and mechanics of their bodies, their minds, their thoughts, their everything. They understand that stuff. Some people don't want to learn about it, and that's fine, right? They worked on developing a self concept of self. What is self concept? What is self concept? Okay. Self concept is an idea of self, constructed from the beliefs one holds about oneself and the responses of others. So it's basically the beliefs of yourself that you have self constructed, okay? You have made this and the responses of others, okay? So how you feel about yourself and what you have constructed for yourself and how others see you. That is your self concept. That is basically who you are, right? And they worked on developing that. They worked on developing that self concept to see themselves as something better, to see themselves as something greater, so others can also see that. And they developed something inside of them. They self constructed the person who they wanted to be, and the responses of others, you know, eventually change. It says, self concept is largely a reflection of the reactions of others towards the individual. So it really is the reaction of others towards the individual. So that could really, change things around you if you are always receiving bad reactions from people around you, or people just never really see you for who you are. So that can develop a self concept. So you can create your own self concept. You can create your own thinking of who you are. I know that what others feel about me, what others do towards me, has little nothing to do with me, more to do with themselves. That's my self concept, okay? That People can act any way they want, but I know who I am, right? But you also do want other people to treat you good. You want other people to notice you because that shows you, hey, I'm doing something right. Um, Basically, you have you, the person, why do creators feel this way? Why do creators know and why do they feel this way? It's because they have universal and inner and support. They know they have a universal inner support of who they are, truly at its value, like who you really are. What is this phone here? You know what I'm saying? Like really, is it really a phone? Is it really a phone or is it just, you know, is it um is it basically something within this device that makes it a phone, right? Is this really a phone? Does this phone make it work? You know what I'm saying? Does this square screen make the phone work? Or is it the design or the mechanics or inside of it that you can't even see, right? And to change the phone, you have to change, I mean, to make a new phone, you have to change the inside of it. You have to change the inside of it. You can probably, I don't know, take whatever is out of this iPhone and put the Galaxy, hard drive in here, and it will work just like a Galaxy. But why though? It was just an iPhone. It looks like an iPhone, but it can work differently inside. So that's what I mean by the inner support. Like, you know, you're a human being. We know this is an iPhone, but we also know inside is where we are truly supported. Inside is why we are alive today. Inside is why we can talk and make actions and do whatever needed to be done. Just like this phone, whatever is inside this phone is the reason this phone works. It's not because Bob made it. It's not because it's a square. It's not because it turns on. And not because it has a light and a button. And not because we're using it and making it work. Right? People really forget a phone knows how to work. It's not waiting to work. It knows how to work. You get it. This phone knows how to work internally, universally. It was created that way. We know how to work internally, universally. We are not working because someone decided to create us. We're not working because we are human. We're not working because we have hands and a mouth. We're working for the innermost being, our depths, our soul, the life that God given us and designed for us. That's what we are, and you can't really see that, but you know it's there. And this is what I mean for creators. We know it's there, but sometimes we don't even think about the device inside of here that makes it work. We just use it because we know it works. And the device works because it knows it can. You know it can. And that's what I mean about knowing. It's like a feeling of just knowing. I know I can talk because I just know I can. I know I can blink because I just know I can. So why do most people not know that everything is going to work out for them, right? Why don't we know that one? We can't see it, right? But we have to know it. It's in us. So another reason why do creators feel this way is because the knowing of hidden knowledge, the knowing of the knowledge within, the practice of the knowledge, the realizations of the knowledge, and not just waiting to know the knowledge, waiting for it to happen. If the iPhone waited to turn on, if the iPhone waited to be used just to work, you know, it would never work if it always waited to just be used. But this phone knows the knowledge within. I was created to do something. I was created for this. right? What are we created for? We are created for what? You know, and that is the knowledge you need to seek. How do we get there? Okay. Research, gaining more knowledge, gaining more understanding, reading books, hearing others' insights, meditating, searching within yourself to find those answers, doing what feels good to your body. Like, hey, it feels good to let go. It feels good to go this way, that way, this way, that way. Quiet the noise around you. Everybody's going to have opinions about what you know, right? Because they can't see it. They will have to know too. And if they don't know, it's like, I'm sorry, you know? It's like telling someone, hey, your boyfriend's cheating on you, or hey, your girlfriend's cheating on you. They don't know. They don't know that. If you saw the evidence, you saw the evidence, but they don't know that. What they're going to do? Wait. They're going to wait until they see evidence, right? They're going to wait until they see evidence, right? So, what I'm saying is, don't wait until you see evidence because you may never see the evidence. It may be so hidden that you never see it and you never make that move. But you will always have like a feeling that something's, you know what I'm saying? But if you can know something by the mechanics of it, if you can know how something works, you can know, hey, this is how it works and this is how it always worked. And you know how it always works because of your go back to when you were a child. The earliest memories of you just being a regular child. I don't want to hear about your victimhood, okay? Trust me, I went through things too. But go back into when you were just playing or just creating as a child or just had those moments where you were just a kid. What was on your mind? What were you doing? How were you feeling? What what feeling was in here? It was annoying. It was just annoying in there, right? But if we don't know how to utilize the knowing, if we have been stripped from it, we will eventually turn different ways because we don't trust it anymore. We don't trust that knowing anymore, right? We have to trust again. So with repetition, you also can change, you know, into a knowing person. With repetition, with research, try until you know. Try until you know. So this is a video about victims wait, creators know. And it's a big difference between waiting and knowing. There's a big difference between belief and knowing. There's a big difference between um I forgot the other word. But there's a big difference between those words. You have to know. Like even when there's a story in the Bible with Jesus Christ, he knew, right? He knew within himself, within that who created him was protecting him, was guiding him, was sending him on these missions, was sending him to earth for these things. He knew. He knew the mechanics of who he was. He never waited. Because if Jesus waited, we would still be here. If he waited for a sign, if he waited for the feeling or waited for just, I know I said inspired action. He always was inspired to do action. But if he waited for inspired action, or if he just waited, it's a difference between waiting and knowing. If he knows and then take inspired action, but if he waits to take inspired action, he knows to take inspired action rather than wait to take inspired action. It's it's something that cannot be touched. It's something that cannot be felt. It's something that cannot be seen. And that's called faith, right? Faith. But to have faith, you have to know. It's just like a big thing. Yeah, people like, how can I know if I don't have faith? And if how can I have faith if I don't know? And how can I? You need to know who you are at the deepest core of you, right? And that is the knowing who you are, knowing what supplies, what gives you air, what gives you breath, what gives you a body, what gives you life, what gives you eyes to see, like what's in you, what's in you. Just like the phone, like I said, what is making this phone light up? What is making this phone turn on and turn on and turn off? What is making this phone call? What is making this right? Inside, the mechanics inside that was designed by someone, okay? Design this so it can work this way, right? Most High designed you and me internally. We're not talking about the outlooks or how we look, and this is just a good thing to do. You know, if you're cute, you're cute. If you're not, you're whatever, it's fine. But God designed us from the cells, the little cells in our body to the little, you know, particles of us, the atoms and everything that's in us and around us. God designed it for a reason. He designed us to, we're all designed the same way. Okay? Hear me out. We're all designed in a certain same way to do the same things, but we also have different functions. We have um different features. Just like you have iPhone 4, you have iPhone 10, then you have the Galaxy, or you have, you know, the Android. They all have different features, but they all are a phone. They all do the same thing, right? Figure out your features. Figure out what God wants you to do, you know? But know that you are working. Like you are here to create. You need to research, why am I here to create? You need to understand, okay, am I here to create? You need to understand it. Okay? You need to understand and know it. That okay, I'm here to create something in life. I'm here to enjoy in life. I'm here to create memories. I'm here to do something. Each and every day is a blank slate. What am I doing today? And taking those inspired actions towards the right direction and knowing those actions are towards the right direction and having faith and trust in yourself, that is how you know. Okay, I'm going to create more videos about it because it's not just, it's a process. Like to know something is a process, but most people, listen, let me tell you this. A lot of people know things because someone told them. A lot of people know things because someone said it to them, or they saw it, or they heard it, and they didn't need repetition. They didn't need for people to constantly say it to them. Somebody learned through experience. Figure out your learning style. How do you learn? Are you a hands-on learner? Are you a verbal learner? Are you, you know, all type of learning styles? But look back on your life and see, how did I learn? You know, how did I receive information from this person or that person? How did I internalize information, you know, how in the best ways, even if it was negative, even if it was good? How, what way did was it told to me, or what way was it shown to me to say, hey, this isn't good, or hey, this is good? So thank you guys for clicking on my YouTube channel. If you are looking for any victim mentality coaching, reach out to me. I'm really motivated to help you guys release victim mentality. This is not about getting money. This is not about whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is a part of spirituality that people do not want to really explain and talk about. But it's the biggest thing with spirituality. You really cannot be a victim of your life or circumstances. And you got to be mentally strong, and you got to be strong, you and know and trust, and continue on throughout this life. So I can help you do that. I can help you make better decisions. I can help you feel better about yourself. I can help you look at your situation in a different way. I can help you look at lead and turn it to gold. Alchemize it. Alchemize the situation, okay? You don't have to be a victim too much longer. Just go ahead and text the number 904-835-3506. I will go ahead and assist you with whatever you're going through. Text message coaching. Listen, look, there is hope. There is hope.